Hey, my little moonlets. So, I want to tell you guys about my experience at the Motionless and White Falling Universe concert. So, there was quite a bit that happened at the concert. I was there with my friend Ray, who I will be making a collab channel with, by the way, just a heads up. So, during this concert, a lot of intense things happened. To start off, we couldn't find each other in the crowd, so we were kind of screaming and raising our hands trying to find each other while Dead Girls Academy was playing. We finally found each other like during the first song, and these people were being super rude and wouldn't let us get by, which was really frustrating because it's just like, I want to get to my friend. So 6 different people, of which we didn't even know, helped them, drag me to them, while this family was yelling at me because they had a kid in the fucking crowd. Like, if you're gonna bring a kid to a metal concert, please just take them to the edge of the place, because your kid will get hurt. It's a matter of fact. In fact, I came home bruised and I didn't even get in a mosh pit. But that's not even the worst. So during, I want to say, either the end of Dead Girls Academy or beginning of Danger Kids, actually it was probably more the middle of Danger Kids, my friend, a friend of me and Ray's, fainted and fell after she was getting felt up by some guy, which pissed us off. And I couldn't get to her because so many people, there was like several people between us because, again, a pit opened up behind us and that pushed us forward, which was really cool. But this freaks me out a lot, and so I was screaming, but no one could hear me, and I was like pushing my way through screaming her name, but she couldn't even hear me, and neither could my friend Ray. So they're sitting there freaking out, trying to get her over the barrier, and people wouldn't let her get through. And that was really frustrating, because it's like, we have someone passed out, and you won't let her get through the crowd to get out and get medical attention. That really pissed me off. Another thing is, after this happened, my friend Ray broke down in tears, freaked out after our friend got out, and so she got pulled out to go to our friend. So I'm sitting there alone in the crowd with no friends, and Danger Kids is almost done as on their last song by this time, and I was having a little bit of anxiety, but I finally eased into it as, who came after? Oh, Issues. As Issues came on, I got pushed to the front by my friend from It's Awake, the band. His name is Skylar. He's the bassist. Check him out, you guys. I'll put a link of one of my favorite songs by them. And yeah, it's really great. I got pushed by him, so it was nice to chit-chat for a minute while we were waiting for Motionless. But as Issues started playing, as Issues was finishing, I was feeling a little lightheaded because I was dehydrated. And I was kind of like, oh, okay. And my throat was killing me. And this one chick actually was like hitting me on the back of the neck, and she kept punching me because I was ahead of her. And so I ended up kicking her legs because she kept hitting me. And she tried to fight me, actually. She was like, are you gonna fucking kick my legs, you fucking bitch? And I was like, dude, seriously? You were just punching me on the back of the neck. And so, yeah. And I ended up getting near these friends who I ended up making for the concert. We exchanged numbers. It was really cool. And I had my arms around them so I could stay by them. And they let me do this, right? And this one chick kept elbowing me in the wrist, trying to get my arm off her. And so I ended up putting my arm around her shoulders. And this other chick was by her. And my arm kept touching her boobs. And she was like, can you please move your fucking arm? I was like, dude, you're at a concert and you can't handle someone touching you. Really? Chill out. And so I started feeling lightheaded at the concert, and I couldn't even finish rocking out to Motionless and my favorite band, because I was having a panic attack. And after their last song played, I think it was Reincarnate, I almost passed out in the pit. I started crying because I couldn't breathe, because I was pushed against someone, so my diaphragm was pushed against, and anyone who knows anything about the anatomy of a human body, that already makes it hard. 2 people were elbowing me in the ribs and the hips, and another person kept pushing on my back. And so I couldn't breathe at all, and so I started hyperventilating, and thank God my friend Skylar got pulled out right before I did, because he couldn't see me cry at least. But I got pulled out, and they ended up flagging down the security because I was having a full-blown panic attack. I couldn't breathe at all, and so they had to pull me out of the pit, which was really sad because I got to the barrier, and that was like one of my biggest dreams, is to get to the barrier. And this is after Motionless White, so I couldn't stay in the crowd at all from falling in reverse. And as I get pulled out, they pull me through, and there's a curtain that lets you out to the outside, but you have to go through backstage to get outside. And as I was going by, I passed my friend Skylar and Motionless in White as I'm sitting there in tears, can't even be able to breathe, which was even worse for me. It was like so mortifying because these are my idols and they're seeing me cry. And so I got pulled out and I can't breathe. I had 2 security guards just holding me up because I could barely walk. And once we get outside, they stop, they let me breathe. And after I'm breathing, we take me inside. I had to call my mom, let her know what happened because I am still a minor. And that was awful and embarrassing. But I ended up talking to them for a bit, and they were super cool and nice. I ended up having, like, chugging a bottle of water. And I came back out just after, like, falling in first or second song. And I hung out with one of my other friends, whose brother is in a band. That I can't remember what the band is. But, I'm hanging out by her, and then right when she's leaving, Coming Home comes on. And I really identify with that song, especially the first verse. And so I started crying again, and I was by my friend Skylar again. Guys, check out his band, please. He's awesome, and their band is awesome. And yeah, but it was a really hectic night, but it was one I would definitely relive, even through all that hecticness. It was so much fun, and I am so glad I did it. And I will definitely go see them all alive again. And I listen to the issues a lot more. Danger Kids follows me on Twitter and Instagram, so I'm always kept up to date with them. And that's actually how I discovered them. They followed me on Instagram or Twitter. I can't remember which one, but yeah. It was so amazing, and I'm so glad I went. And I really recommend going to see them, you guys. They're my favorite band, obviously. And it was one of the best nights of my life. Next to going to Corn Rob Zombie and going to New Year's Day and Crown the Empire. So much fun. But yeah, so that was my falling in reverse, Motionless and White story. Comment what happened when you guys went to the concert, or if your favorite concert memory. And yeah, comment a video you guys would like me to do. And yeah, love you guys so much. Thank you, my little moonlets. Bye.